Thank you so much for joining me, Leo. I am your host, Lord Scorpio. So, I have pre-recorded this previously. Somehow YouTube did not manage to upload this 9 days ago. So what I did, I'm recording this all over again. Okay, another day, another note. Maybe it's part of the universe. I don't know, but I have some really good material for you, but I'm not going to go off wishful thinking. We're in the here, we're in the now, we're in the present, and hopefully I can provide just as much insightful information that you're looking for. So also, I'm working with a new deck today. It is the Master Psychic deck, tarot deck, and this was a courtesy gift by Astrology Answers. So my gift from them to me and from me to you. So I will be doing a Valentine's overview to find out what's going on in your love life. I will be also projecting the angelic advice as well as the general reading. So let's go ahead and get into it, Leo. So all Leos in the universe, what's going on with those Leos for Valentine's Day? Oh, Leo. Okay. So it looks like you guys are dealing with a little trouble right now, okay? In the Department of Love or just life. Some of you are very unsatisfied with the way things are going. And ultimately, you guys are in pursuit of happiness. And you guys are working very, very hard to bring this to fruition. So it looks like you guys are focused on improvement in your life. And I don't think you guys are necessarily happy with the way things are. So some of you feel like you may not be able to obtain love during this time. Some of you are looking for a woman to extend some type of blessing to you. Particularly, you want a woman to either come back to you that possibly left you, or you're trying to decide between two women. And one left you because you didn't maybe you didn't give her a relationship. And some of you could be stressed out that you made a decision to be with someone based on sex, but it really wasn't based on love. The relationship was too soon to really determine what it was. You just had to make a brash decision because you got caught up. And I think some of you are dealing with some regret and some worry as to the love life you've created. So some of you are dealing with the loss of a relationship that really was a blessing. And I think some of you are worried if you made the right decision to leave, because some of you really don't know if that was someone you were supposed to be with, or was that something just for past time? And some of you had to probably leave to figure out where you want to be. Did Leo make the right decision to leave? What's going on? So it shows that you have a definite bond with this person, okay? And you had to leave so that you did not hurt them, and so that they can heal, okay? And so that you can know yourself, so that you don't take anyone for granted or take advantage, because you truly love them, okay? And you're trying to be honest. Yeah, you want to be happy. You want to be happy. You want that person to be happy, and you're not trying to lead anyone on, okay? Yeah, I feel like Leos want to give love and they want to do it right. But at the same time, they feel like an obligation to love maybe more than one woman. Yeah, a lot of love in their heart. Okay? So I feel like Leos are going to be making some decisions on who they're going to give their cup of love to, who they're going to give this relationship to. They're trying to find where they truly belong. Okay? Okay. So let's see what the angels have to say, Leo. Dear heavenly angels of the universe, what advice do you have for all universal angels? I'm sorry. All universal Leos. What advice do you have? So entrepreneur, God is telling you to focus on your money. God is telling me to tell you to focus on elevating your finances, your career status, your well-being, your bank account, your living arrangements, your car, everything you possess. It's time to elevate. That's why you're not content. That's why you're not content. And you're trying to figure out where you belong because you're not content within yourself. You know that you could do better. You know you want to do better. And that's where your focus needs to be. Maybe it's not time for these relationships. That's why you're running away. Any more advice, God? What do you desire? Doesn't matter what they have. Doesn't matter what they can offer. Doesn't matter how good of a lover they are. What do you desire? What makes you happy? What makes you a better person? How can God bless you? What can God do to manifest your life on a whole nother level so you can really see where you want to be? Would these women still mean as much to you now as they would then if you had had what you need? Okay? And it says family. So if your morals are in conflict with your desires, you need to maintain some balance. That's what the universe is suggesting. Focus on your money. Focus on what you really desire other than these material things or what women can give you, what they can do for you. And focus on family. Morally, family will always come first. And when you don't put your family first, things will fall apart. Your money, your relationships, because you have failed to put family as a priority. And you can know that. That's why you're running from these relationships, because you feel that you're not deserving. So there is some balancing that needs to take place. And Leos know that. And whatever order these steps needs to happen, Leo knows exactly what to do. So you need to get a little bit more ambitious at this time, because God is calling you to a higher position. And your desires will be increased at this time. If you desire to be the boss or the lead or the head of a team, maybe it's time to take a supervisory position. Maybe it's time for you to apply for a certain job you've been wanting to apply for, even if you don't have the credentials, but you have the experience. The time is now. Let's do a final overview of your love life, Leo. Make sure you become creative around this time. I really feel that God is going to be turning the wheels of manifestation, and you need to grab them with both hands if you are ready for the change that you truly desire. So God, in the pursuit of love, what does this Valentine's Day hold for all Leos, all universal Leos? What is instilled? Okay, so this is jumping out chemistry. So definitely love, sex or whatever you desire. It will be yours this Valentine's Day or during this time, next couple of weeks. I don't think you're in lack of. Wedding. So it's definitely wedding. You definitely feel that you should be marrying someone. So God is putting into the universe that you have a chemistry for someone that you want to marry or that you look at as marriage material. Maybe some of you are in love with a married person. Pay attention to the red flags. Yeah, some of you are in love with a married person, and then maybe they've lied to you and they haven't let you know that they're married, but they are. So yeah, honeymoon and calling on the soulmate. So some of you are living in a fantasy world, and you could be calling this lover and you're like, where are you? Everything was great. No, what's going on? And, well, they're married. Okay. Or if that's not the case, some of you want to marry, but you're afraid that you're not going to be faithful. The chemistry is there, but the red flags are you're still cheating, and you could possibly ruin the mood, the honeymoon of this relationship. Do you know what a honeymoon is? That means that's when everything is great in a relationship before you fuck it up, or before the other person sabotages it first. So when you interrupt that, you're going to be calling this person to get it back on track, okay? Don't be on the outside looking in. And it says release your ex. Some of you have many exes. Some of you have some exes. Some of you have an ex that you need to release in order to move forward. So some of you are going to have to release and move forward and focus on what God wants you to manifest that will bring you to your highest potential. I think some of you Leos have a lot of dead weight, and it's time to focus, refocus your energy in your life, and, you know, be honest. Some of you need a heart-to-heart conversation with people that you're involved with and let them know your intentions and what you're not going to do, what you're going to do, what you're not going to stand for, how you really feel. If it's just sex, you need to let them know it's just sex. I love my wife. I'm not leaving her. Or if you want to marry someone, look, I want to marry you, but I'm a cheater and I don't want to hurt you. So that's why I need time away from you. Some of you need to have really deep conversations at this time that could possibly hurt the one you love, but they need to hear it so they can respect and understand where you're coming from and what you're dealing with. Maybe no one's understanding what you're dealing with. Sometimes you guys just need to know that the other person knows, and that you don't have to hide. Okay, so that's my advice for you, Leos. Seems like things are getting really hot and heavy, but you still have love. You still have people that love you, and God is looking out for your greater interest. And you just have to know and understand that it's time to go a little higher and rule that jungle that you're capable of ruling. Okay, Leos? So thank you so much for joining me. Peace and love. Let's move on to Virgo, okay? Virgo. It's your universe. Okay, so these are coming out for Virgo. So strength, okay? And the 7th of Swords. Okay. So it looks like you guys, you Virgos are having a hard time trying to handle a situation. Keep yourself out of a situation. Okay. What does this situation consist of? What does this have to do with Valentine's Day and love? Some of you could be wanting to be alone, but you can't. Some of you could be wanting to avoid a situation, but you can't. Because every time you turn around, you think you got away, here it is, someone's offering it back to you. You look this way and they're offering it back to you. Look that way, they're still offering it. And you're like, because it's not over. So maybe some of you have you thought you've gotten past a relationship, but it just keeps coming back. And you're like, I thought we moved on. Okay, so this could deal with love or family. Okay, this is Valentine's Day. It deals with family, love. It doesn't matter. And you're going to hold on because you want to do the right thing and you want to do it right. Because there's some immature people that need your help, that are careless, party animals, not taking no for an answer. And I feel like you're going to set them straight. They need to hear it from you. So I feel like some of you are going to be putting your foot down. And if this is you, your lover is going to be putting their foot down on you and letting you know that they're not going to go for such reckless behavior, because enough is enough. They've seen enough. They've heard enough. You've done enough. It's time to grow up. Okay? So if this isn't you, maybe you're involved with someone that you're just sick and tired of looking at. Yeah. Depressed. Okay? At what they've become. So Virgos. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are getting ready to make some type of initiation or plan to get something rolling. Probably in another direction on how to get rid of them. If you need to help them come up with some type of, I really feel like some type of plan or conversation, you're gonna get the ball rolling for them. Let them know where to go, how to do it, and don't come back. Yeah, it looks like there's gonna be a fight between two partners, and they're gonna have to work really hard to get this back on track. Someone's going to be still unsatisfied because the relationship is dead. They're like, you need to keep it moving. Yeah, and judgment is coming out. The relationship is dead. It's over. They're tired. Whatever's going on in your life, in your love life, and around Valentine's Day, you're going to be sick and tired of. You're going to be sick and tired of looking at it. Those roses ain't as pretty as they used to be. They don't smell like they used to. Matter of fact, they a day old and withering, okay? So it's like the love you used to have for someone, it's just going to be withering away. It's just the attraction. I feel like the attraction, you're going to be, it's a third-party relationship. I think things are getting old. Things are getting old. People are fighting back. Enough is enough. And justice. It's like justice is coming fast ahead. And also, you reap what you sow. Yeah. You reap what you sow. So some of you need to be careful. This could have to do with children at this time, maybe spoiling your love life, or third parties intervening that are immature, don't know how to take no for an answer, want to ruin your relationship because they're unhappy or because you told them to get lost. Things like that are going to be coming up for some of you Virgos. And some of your partners are going to have to be, either you're going to watch and wait to see what's going to happen because you know this person is reckless and they could possibly ruin your relationship or your marriage. Anything's bound to happen right now, Virgo. Get ready, okay? So, angels, what do you have to say? Wedding, okay? What else would you like to say? Child. So there is a child, like I said, that is ruining someone's marriage, someone's relationship. And your partner is probably like, get rid of them. Send them back to their mother, their father, whoever. Get rid of them. They're ruining our lives. Okay? Or maybe someone's acting too immature in a marriage or in a long-term relationship. And your lover's like, I'm tired of dealing with your immature ass. That's enough. Okay? They're like, I'm over you. So be careful not to get thrown out, not to get stabbed in the back in a situation that you've created. And the ocean, so this could be a very emotional time. Maybe someone is having to choose between their child and their marriage, ultimatums. Well, both of you go, because you guys are just too much for me. It could be children from past marriages and things like that, or relationships that are just creating drama. And every time you turn around, it's like a rippling effect in you all's relationship or marriage. And then you guys, some of you feel like you're committed to your child's well-being, but your child is not committed to their own well-being. And it's depressing. And it's just too much fighting, bickering, and forcing this immature energy to do right. It's taking an emotional toll on the people involved. And maybe God's saying enough is enough. Are you committed to this, Or are you committed to this emotional drama? Or are you willing to release? Because the question is, how much are you willing to put up with? So let's go ahead and look at the final advice for Valentine's Day and the weeks to come. So this is coming out, true love. Some of you probably have met someone that you want to commit to and be with, but they've got a bad-ass kid. Okay? Something ain't right. Or some of you want to take a trip somewhere with probably a family, or take a trip away from family. Okay? And true love, some of you want to go on a honeymoon. Okay? Get away from children or things like that for Valentine's Day. And engagement. Yeah, so there will be some engagements for some of you Virgos. Congratulations. Yes. And let your friends help you. So some of you will be discussing of whether you should get engaged. Is this true love? So some of you will really have heart-to-heart conversations on where this relationship is moving, and should you stay together despite the third-party issues that you're having. You guys are really trying to get past them and engage in a more loving, tone without all of the distractions. So maybe some of you Virgo's friends, maybe your friends are going to be getting engaged, and you're going to be invited to some of these parties, and maybe it'll be very festive. Okay? Maybe some of you will be hearing about some pregnancies, or maybe some of you Virgos will become pregnant, and it'll be very emotional. And some of you will be fighting the feeling of, I was not ready for this. And they could be involved in marriages. You guys have an addition, and you guys were not looking for this in addition to the family, and you're having to cope with that. So there could be some surprises around this time, maybe discovering that information. And some of you feel that it's worth waiting for. Some of you feel like you do not want another child and you want to wait. So maybe you guys are going to have those decisions as well. Baby, I'm ready for another baby. And they think Valentine's Day is going to go down. You're like, well, wait. We need to use some protection, or I'm on the pill now. So there could be some surprises that you're going to have to confront, okay? So that's my advice for you, Virgo, and your friends. And so I really feel like there's a lot of heart-to-heart conversations you're going to have with your lover. And I feel that you know exactly what to say and what to do to make things all right. So I wish you the best, Virgo. Peace and love. So Libra, okay? Let's go ahead and get into this, Libra. So universal spirits, what do you want to tell Libra? So the Queen of Wands. Moving fast. So some of you want a female to act in your life, or maybe this female figure is moving fast and making a decision. And she's not, I feel like this is a male that want a female to act, but they're not sure. Okay. Either you want to take action with a woman that you're not sure is going to be open-hearted with you, or you're waiting for this woman to act in your life, okay, but you're not sure if she will. So, it's almost like you're waiting, or you're waiting for her, or you're waiting to see if you should pursue her, okay? And you just feel so defeated, like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, I don't know if I do, she's still probably going to reject me. I don't know. I think I'm going to lose. So some of you could be feeling very insecure at this time. Okay? Yeah, because you feel like you don't want to work hard for something. You don't want to work hard for something that's going to possibly let you down, or whatever you've been working hard at all these years or months, you feel like it's not going to pay off. Like, you don't want what you're doing to be in vain. You want it to count with every attempt that you're making. Some of you could be feeling like you're rushing too far ahead, making hasty decisions. Maybe the energies is saying that you're trying to rush a process that is still in a standstill, and you want it, and it's killing you right now because you really feel like you're on the outside looking in. So you've been trying to keep yourself distracted, but yet you're like, I want to come to you. I want to find you. I want to meet you. But you feel like you're going to be the fool because you feel like she's too strong for you, like she's going to reject you. I feel like some of you feel like you're inadequate. Like this woman is way too much for you. Some of you feel like she's not going to want me. If I show up, she's going to tell me to leave. Some of you probably want to surprise her. And some of you feel like she's going to be like, why you get me that? I don't want that. Some of you are lacking courage in your love life. Some of you Libras. Some of you are not strong in your love department at this time. Okay. Because of your finances, you're not able to carry the load or be the person that this person needs you to be. You're not willing to do what it is that needs to be done. You're not the person that they can rely on because you want the prize, you want the woman, but you're not willing to put in the work. You want everything easy. Like, you're not expecting to have to work for anything. That could be the problem. This woman wants you to prove yourself because she feels like you're not undeserving of her, but you have not done anything to prove your worth. So maybe some of you are working, but you're working for yourself. So it's really all in vain. Okay? So some of you need to expand your horizons. Some of you could be thinking too superficial. And it seems like it's stemming on your past. Maybe not having enough. Maybe relying on other people or someone in particular to where now that you're really on the rise and you're really working or trying to work and making an initiative. You just, you see the options, you know what you have to do, you see the possibilities, but you're just not acting on them. It's almost like if a person didn't have as much money and they're like, man, if I had that much money, what I'd do to impress her. And then it's like you get that money and it's like you don't follow through with what you dreamed of doing or what you imagined doing. So some of you are not living up to your own expectations. And it's stemming on your past. Some of you are living in the past and you've wasted too much time, unfortunately. So a lot of you will be experiencing some wishful thinking at this time. Let's go ahead and get into, I suggest you all mean what you say what you mean, and if you're not willing to work for the other person and impress them and show them your best, then you need to walk away. And life is not built on superficial, but you have to be willing to prove. And it shows wedding. The angels are suggesting wedding. And be honest with yourself. If you're not willing to give this person a wedding, you need to walk away. If you're still playing games, if you're still acting like a kid, if you're not willing to impress this person with your all, if you're not willing to give your all, you are not equipped for this person because they're serious. They're the committing type, and they're not going to commit to you if they know that you're playing games. That's where the be honest with yourself is coming in at, okay? Because be honest with yourself, you know they're not going to stick around if they know you're a joke. Okay, so what do you desire? So God is telling you, okay, enough with trying to play games. What do you want? If you know what you want doesn't align with what this person wants, then why are you even wasting your time or theirs? Okay, so don't even go there is what it's saying. You know, you need to meditate on what you really want. If you're not for certain, then yeah, you need to leave people alone until you come up with an idea, and then date people that fall in that range. You can't date people that are in a different category than you, because it's not going to work. You need to stick in your own category of people that are like-minded, that are thinking like you, want what you want, and do what you do. You can't get an awesome person with a superficial person, because this awesome person is going to realize that everything is fake and superficial, make-believe, and fairy tale fantasy. This awesome person is in reality, they're grounded. Those two type of people are only going to work temporarily, and at a certain point they have to be real with each other, because they're going to start arguing about differences and what it should be rather than what it isn't. Okay, so if you desire marriage, wedding, you need to be real about the people you date and yourself. Do you have husband quality? How do you demonstrate that? A person can say they can be wifey material or husband quality, but they don't demonstrate that in the real world. They just say they are. You have to really act the part. Are you in practice? That's the question. So let's go ahead and do an overall for your reading, Libra. All universal Libras. All universal Libras. If that's not you, Libra, it could be quite well on the contrary, with people that are trying to be a part of your life that could not be ready for what you have to offer. So just know it could work both ways. It doesn't have to be in totality about you. It could be the other person not living up to their expectations in regards to dating or being with you. And so unrequited love. So we have wedding, which is coming up for the second time, which is really impressive. And unrequited love and attraction. So you guys want to marry someone that is no longer attracted to you, or not attracted to you as much as they used to, because attraction is coming up again. There's something about the attraction. So something has happened to cause an issue with attraction. Or you could be attracted to someone someone could be attracted to you that says, oh, they marry you, they make you happy, but you're not attracted to them. So you could be going through a phase where it's kind of flip-flopping. You meet someone that's more attracted to you than you are to them, and then you meet someone that you're more attracted to than they are to you. I mean, you guys could be going through a period of this during this Valentine's Day and the next couple of weeks, and you're trying to get out of that and actually meet someone that has a mutual attraction. So it looks like some of you are going to be a little challenged with that, being attracted to opposites. And that could be the issue. Maybe you are attracted to an opposite, which has caused a major setback, and what used to be attractive is no longer attractive, because you notice so many differences that it caused so much irritation. Okay, and children, maybe someone is too immature. Maybe that's what turns someone off. Okay, are you attracted to someone that doesn't want children? Are you attracted to someone who acts like a child? Are you attracted to someone who has too many children? You know, what's the problem? And this is coming up again, children and wedding. So you guys may want a child, and you could be attracting people that don't want children, or have a problem with bearing a child. You know, maybe you have to go through surgery, and it's making you, that's turning you off because you feel like it's too much work, or, you know, it could be many issues. There's a lot of ways that this situation can go, but there's something about, you know, some unrecorded love keeps coming back over and over and over. I just shuffled my cards and it came back again. So there could be some loss of attraction. Some of you could be trying to get it back. So I'm sorry with some of you that have dealt with a loss of a lover that is no longer attracted to you for whatever reason. Maybe they no longer want to have your child. Maybe they no longer want to marry you. And this month you guys could be trying to get that feeling back, that old thing back. So I really wish you the best, Libras. I think some of you are dealing with some type of breakup and you want it back. and I think it's causing a sense of loneliness or broken heart, and it's making you feel displaced, like you don't know where you belong, but you know you belong somewhere. You're just trying to figure it out. But I believe you will figure it out, Libra, and I truly wish you the best. Thank you so much for listening to me. And for the other signs, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn, I will be back momentarily. I will be taking a brief break. Thank you so much for staying tuned. I'll be back.